children, how are you all? I hope you are doing excellent and you all are fit and fine and safe at your home. So I welcome you to another online class or audiovisual class of mathematics, and today we will start with the chapter that is measurement of length. It is your chapter number 8. You have it in your book 4. Chapter number 8, that is measurement of length. Now you have done already this chapter. You have done in your previous class. That means measurement, you already have an idea of what is measurement and how do we measure objects or things. So once again, for a recapitulation purpose, I'll tell you what is measuring of length or what is measuring length. So measuring length is a common activity in our day-to-day life. We measure the length of a piece of a cloth, a pencil, a rope, a wall, or even a distance between two places. Let us learn how we measure the length of different objects. Now, how do we measure? We measure using certain, there are certain objects that are used to measure. But what do we measure? We can measure anything that we want. We can measure maybe a piece of a cloth, distance of a place, or even a rope or a pencil or your eraser. From day to day life, whatever we see, and we can measure that. Okay. Now, so you see here children, in your book you have it on page number 28, measurement of length. Let us see what is non-standard units of length. There are two units. One is non-standard unit, one is standard unit. We generally do not measure using the non-standard unit. We only measure using the standard units. When it comes to accurate measurement, we measure using the standard, or we follow the standard units of length only. And what are the non-standard unit? Most of you have heard that we are measuring with our hands. Okay, so this is actually the arm, from starting from here to your elbow. This is called a cubit. So if I measure this, suppose I have a bottle and I am measuring this, so this is not 1 cubit, it is less than, see, it is starting from here, my elbow, and I am measuring till here. So this is my cubit. This is called 1 cubit. So the bottle is reaching here. So it is not even 1 cubit. Now comes the hand span. What is hand span? Say suppose for your reference, I have this mobile phone with me, and how do we measure a hand span? We take the length starting from the thumb to the little finger. So this is your entire hand span. And if we check that this one, my mobile phone, this is a perfect hand span. This is fitting into my hand, as you can see. So this is one hand span. Now comes stride or pace. That is it is the distance when we step 1 foot, and when till the distance we step another foot, the distance that is in between, like when we place 1 foot and when we place another foot, the distance that we cover is called stride or pace. Now comes the foot span. Foot span is nothing, the measurement that we take using our foot. Okay, so 1 foot is known as the foot span. So as long as your foot is, that is 1 foot span. Okay, like this we can measure steps. How many steps do we take to maybe reach in your home? You can try this foot span. You can count the number of the foot spans that you may take to come from your door to your bedroom maybe. So you can count and see how many foot spans are involved. Okay, now but these units are not uniform. This may, you see children, the size of everyone's, like my cubit and your cubit, the length of the cubit that I have is not equal to the cubit that you have. And also the foot span, my foot is not, the foot span that I'll be taking will not match to the foot span that you will have. So that alters, or that is not uniform. Okay. Now different people used to get different measurements for them, as now these were used long time ago, and in earlier days it was used, but that was not accurate. They wouldn't get the accurate length, okay, or the measurement. So that is why few uniform units or devices were invented, like the measuring tape or the ruler. Measuring tape you all must be seen, and ruler, I am sure every one of you've got the ruler. So these were the devices that were used to measure, and they got almost the accurate result. So now see, what is the standard units of length? There are several units of measuring length, but in this class we will learn only centimeters, meter and kilometer. Okay, please remember children, centimeter is the smallest here. Centimeter, when we compare centimeter, meter and kilometer, kilometer is the highest unit of length. Okay, we actually measure distance of places using kilometer. Generally we use distance of places using kilometer. It is the highest here unit of length. Then comes the meter. We can measure distance of a place or a cloth or a little longer things, then that is we consider in it meter, like the length of the room or the length of the floor, we consider that in meter. And the centimeter, this is the smallest unit of length when we compare these three together. So remember children, kilometer is the highest, then comes the meter, and then is the centimeter, and all has a short form, that is km stands for kilometer, and m stands for meter, and cm stands for centimeter. Please make sure children, when you use these abbreviations, you have to write them in small letters, not capital. Do not use capital letter K and M. They has to be written in small letters. Now having said that, let us move with the exercise that we have. So let us see, here is an exercise we have 8.1 in your book. I request you all to do the same in your book. So let us see what does exercise 8.1 say. Think and answer the following questions. Which device do you use to measure a line segment? It is a ruler. Next, how does a tailor measure a cloth? If you have been to a tailor and a tailor shop, and you have seen the tailor taking the measurements, you must have seen that the tailor uses a measuring tape to measure the cloth. So that is the measuring tape. So let us write. Now we'll move to next part of the question, that is part C. Which device would you use to measure your height? What it is? It is also the measuring tape. Okay. Now children, I have written this measuring tape, T-A-P-E. Now come to D. Which unit is used to express long distance? I told you it is the kilometer. In brackets, you can also write km. Here I have written kilometer. Now we will move to E, that is when you need to pair a new shoe. The shopkeeper needs to measure the size of your foot. Which device does he use for this? Now children, I think most of you has seen this device, but all those who did not see this device, now next time when you go to buy a shoe, a pair of shoe, then you ask the shopkeeper, they'll measure your the length of your foot and what size of shoe do you actually require. So there is a particular device for that, and if you go to the shopkeeper who sells shoes, you will certainly find that. So this time when you go, please check out. Okay, so what is that? That is the Branagh device. Okay. Now children, let us move to the last one, that is question number 2. Write the names of three objects that can be measured in meters and centimeters. This is very easy. One I'll write for you and rest two you can write. Okay, so one I'm writing cloth. Now rest two, you can write anything that you want. It can be a pencil or a pen or an eraser. Anything that you can measure in meters and centimeters. Please keep it in your mind. It has to be in meters or centimeters. Now let us move to the next exercise, that is 8.2. Okay, we have here is 8.2. Now you see, convert the following into meters. Now before I move with this exercise, you need to understand conversion. What is conversion? Now from kilometers to meters, we are going from higher unit of measurement to the lower unit. So when you go from the higher unit to the lower unit, you always multiply. And when we come from the lower to higher, we divide. So please keep this in your mind. Higher to lower multiplication, lower to higher division. Okay, higher to lower multiplication, lower to higher is division. Okay, now having said that, let us move with exercise 8.2. So here I have the question for you, and let us write the question. That is, please write exercise and the date on top before you start. And also, since you are starting a new chapter, you have to write the chapter number 2. So chapter 8, here it is, exercise 8.2. Question number 1, 2 I'll do for you, and rest you will have to do it yourself. Now you see here we have 9 kilometers. Okay, 9 kilometers. Now 9 kilometer, what did I say you? You have to convert this into meter. So kilometer is a higher unit. Okay, now you have to convert this into a smaller unit. That means we'll simply multiply. So here you say, children, please write this in your copy. Just here, 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. Okay, 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter, and 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. This is important. So now when we go from kilometer to meter, we always multiply by 1000. Remember this conversion. When we go from kilometer to meter, we always multiply by 1000. And when we go from meter to centimeter, we multiply by 100. This is an easy way. Now again, when we will go, let me take a different pen for you. When we will go, when centimeter is given and when you will have to change it into meter, we will simply divide it by 100. Okay, and then when we will move from meter to kilometer, meter to kilometer, we'll divide by how much? 1000. If you remember this cycle, children, this conversion cycle, it will be very easy for you. So kilometer to meter means into 1000, meter to centimeter into 100, and centimeter to meter divided by 100. Meter to kilometer is 1000. Always remember, higher to lower means multiply, lower to higher means divide. Remember this thing, keep it in your mind, just put it in your mind and lock it. So let us start. You see, a 9 kilometer is given, so here you will give an equal to sign, and then we will write is 9, and when we have to change it to meter, we'll simply multiply by 1000. So here is 1000. Clear? Now next we have is 9 into 1000 is 9000. So 9000 meter. Now children, if you do not write the unit, that is meter or kilometer, whatever you are converting into, and you are not writing the unit, that means your answer is incorrect. If you only write 9000, your answer will not be considered. In that case, your answer will be considered as incorrect one. So whenever you are writing, converting, the measurements or the units, when you are converting and writing, you have to make sure that you write the units. Okay, now B and C is similar one. Let us move to D. Now D, question D, here you see what it is written, children. That is 6 kilometer and 20 meter. Okay, 6 kilometer and 20 meter. So you see here 6 kilometer and 20 meter. Kilometer is written and here meter is written. So first we'll convert 6 kilometer into meter. So how do we do that? We write 6 into how much? From kilometer to meter. See here, kilometer to meter, it is 1000. So we multiply by 1000. Now you see children, this 20 is remaining now. 20 is remaining now. What we will do? We'll bring it down too. But before that, we give an open and a closed bracket. We put this into bracket. Now plus 20. Plus 20. So first convert this and then bring this down. When you convert this, put this in bracket, then plus 20 which is remaining. Let's move to the next step. First we'll multiply. So 6 into 1000 is 6000. And then we will bring 20 down. Plus 20 is there, so we'll write 20 down. What is the answer? It is 6020 meter. 6020 meter. Don't forget to write the units. Again, I'm telling you, don't forget to write the units. Okay. Now I hope you can do the rest. All are similar. You can do it. So you will have to do from A till L. Part A till L. Everything you have to do it in your notebook. Fine. Now let us move to next exercise. That is, next page. That is 2. Next page, that is 31. Question 2. Convert the following into centimeter. Write the question also, children. I'm not writing it for you. You please write it. Convert into centimeters. So here it is 7 meter given. Now what did I tell you? From meter to centimeter, when you convert, you multiply it by 100. So simply bringing 7 down and multiplying it by 100. So what do we get? We get is 7 into 100 is 700. How much? Centimeter. Important thing to write. Now A is done. B, C, D is similar. Now I'll show you one more, that is E. Okay, I have here is E. 9 meter and 10 centimeter. 9 meter, 10 centimeter. So how do we do that? Very simple. First we will convert this 9 meter. So simply within brackets, 9 into 100. Don't write 1000 because meter is given and you have to convert into centimeter. So 100. Please children, don't make this mistake. And what is remaining? 10 centimeters. So simply we add 10. So 9 into 100 is 900. And what is remaining with us? That is 10. So here I bring plus 10. So 900 plus 10 is 910. What is the unit? Say me the unit. Centimeter. Very well said. So here now there also you have till L, which is very simple. You do all the rest by yourself. You will have to do it. A till L. Two I have shown you, which are different, quite different from each other. So in the same process you will do the rest. Okay, and for the answers you can check to your exercise, answer key, which is given in the book itself. You will have it on page number 40. You may refer to the answer keys. Okay, so now we'll move to the next exercise, that is exercise 8.3. Let us see what is there. 8.3. Now children, we'll start with exercise 8.3. So exercise 8.3, I have it. You start it in a fresh page. Okay, from a new page, please start writing. So number 1, that is convert the following into kilometers and meters. So you remember the circle, the conversion cycle which I told you, put that in your mind, and keeping that in mind, we'll move on with the chapter. So A, you see here, we'll have to convert 5,000. It is said convert into meter, convert the following into kilometers and meters. So meter is given. Kilometers, and we have to convert this basically into kilometer and meter. So let us see how to do that. So what did I tell you? When we convert from meter to kilometer, we basically divide by how much? 1,000. So 5,000 divided by 1,000. Okay, divided by 1,000. Give an equal to sign here. So here let us check 1,000 divided by 5,000. How much do we get the answer as? 1,000 5s are 5,000. Okay, 1,000 5s are 5,000. So here we put a 0. So what is our answer? 5 kilometer. Okay, now we will move to the next one, that is B. 2625 meter. 2625 meter. Now let us see how to do that. I simply told you, you will divide it by 1,000. So 2625 meter divided by 1,000. How much do we get? So here you see children, I am doing a rough column here. You will also do it by the side of your copy. So here it is. Let us divide and see. So 1,000 divided by 2625. How much do we get? 1,000 2s are 2,000. So here you see what is remaining. 625. So 625 is not divisible by 1,000. So this is our remainder. So here we get the quotient as 2, which we will write in kilometers actually. 2 kilometer. And we have the remainder as 625 meter. Okay. Now children, one more shortcut I'll tell you how you will identify, how will you divide without this long division process. Now you will have to basically see what? You will have to see that when we divide a number by multiples of 10, so 1,000 is actually a multiple of 10. Multiple means 1,000. When we 10 hundreds are 1,000. So this is a multiple of 10. So when we multiply any number which has, like, we using 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, then what? We can simply divide using without using the long division method. You can divide it orally. How will you do that? I taught you previously also. Once again I'll tell you. You see the number of zeros here. Here is 1, 2, 3 zeros. Okay, so from your right hand side on this number. Okay, this number you see, from your right hand side you start counting 1 2 3, since 3 zeros are there. So 1 2 3, and we separate these two numbers. So when we separate these two numbers, so 2 is remaining and 6 2 5, we are taking it out since there are 3 zeros, so 3 numbers. Now what is remaining? 2 is remaining. So you see down 2 kilometer and 6 to 5 meter. Once more, one more sum I'll show you, which will make you very clear with the fact how will you divide it orally without using the long division method. You see here, C I have is 7180 meter. Okay, now what we will do is we will divide. So you see here 7180 divided by 1000. So 1000 has how many zeros, children? It has 3 zeros. So you check out 3 zeros means 3 numbers. 1 2 3. Start from your right hand side. Don't make this mistake. Start from your right hand side. Don't make this mistake. Okay, so here I have 3 numbers. 1 2 3. What is remaining with us? 7 is remaining. So 7 is remaining, which means is 7 kilometer, and these 3 numbers together we have to write 180 meter. You see, children, it is very simple if you understand the concept. 3 zeros means 3 numbers, and what is remaining you write first, and the rest you will write it later. Okay, so like this you will have to do the rest. I hope you have understood and you can do it very well. So you will have to make sure, children, you do it in your school notebook. Now let us move to the same exercise. Question number 2. What is that? We have to convert the following into meters and centimeters. The previous one was kilometers, and now we have to convert into meter and centimeter. So how will we do that? I told you, from centimeter to meter, when we convert, we actually divide by 100. 100. So first one is 800 divided by 100. First you write the question. You have to write the question, and also the question which is at the top, that is convert the following into meters and centimeters. Don't forget to write that. So now I'll give an equal to sign here, and then 800 divided by 100. So 100, how much? 800? 8 sa 800. Okay, so now we will simply write meters. Okay, now you see, children, we will move to question B, that is 9245. Okay, 9245. How much is that? You see, 9245. We will change this into meter and centimeter as well. So 9245 divided by how much? 100. 100. Okay, so here, what did I tell you previously? That 1000, if it is divided by 1000, then 1000 has 3 zeros. So here you see 100 has how many zeros? 100 has 1 2. So take out 2 numbers, 1 2. What is remaining with us? 92. So first we will write 92 meter, and how much did we take out? 45. So 45 centimeter. This is, children, division quickly and orally. When it is multiplied or divided, when we divide a number using a multiple of 10, that means 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, like this, simply we can divide. But if anyone who is not understanding how to do this, you can do the long division method also. I'll show you another one using the long division method. Let us do, that is 3901 centimeter. Okay, 3901 centimeter we give an equal to, and 3901 divided by 100. Okay, we have 100. So now let us do this division. Let me draw a rough column here, and we will divide 100 divided by how much? 3901. There are 4 digits. We cannot take 4 digits together. So first we'll take these 3 digits. Okay, 3 digits. So 100, 3 za 300. Now it is 901. 3 digits divisible by 100. So 100, 9 za 900. Fine. Now what is remaining? 1 is remaining. Just 1 or 0, 1. So 0, 1 means actually 1. So here we write 39 meter and 1 centimeter. Okay, any number which has 0 before that, suppose 0, 1 means 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1 means 1, 0, 2 means 2. So if you have 0 which is at the front of any number, that 0 doesn't have any value, so you need not write that. Okay, so that means 0, 1, you can only write 1 here. So children, having said that, we complete the exercise 8.3, and 2 more exercises are left with us. Now, please make sure children, whatever I am telling now, please keep this in your mind. Exercise 8.6. Exercise 8.6, we are not going to do that. So 8.6 exercise, we are not going to do. You just strike that exercise. So we are not going to do this exercise 8.6, that is page number 36 and 37 we are not going to do. So strike out that exercise, we are not going to do. 2 exercises are left which we will do in the next class, that is addition and your subtraction. So these 2, if we finish, then we are going to finish our half yearly syllabus. So children, that was all for today's class, and we have done 3 exercises today. I hope you have understood whatever I have done today. As you know, we have started with chapter 8 today, that is measurement of length, and I told you what are the units that we will basically study in this chapter. And the remaining 2 exercise, we'll do it in your next AV classes. So children, as usual, I always tell you that whatever doubt you have got, you may ask in the live class that we have every week. I'll definitely solve whatever doubts you have. Do not hesitate children, whatever doubts you have to tell me, otherwise it will be very difficult for me to understand. So do not hesitate in asking me any questions that you have related to your subject maths and the chapter that we have done till date. So any questions that you have, please feel free to ask, and I'll definitely solve it, and I'll definitely answer to all the questions that you have. So keep practicing. Once again, I tell you children, you did not learn maths, keep practicing. Do not rush when you are solving the sums. Understand the question, take your little time, and then solve the sums that you have. You will definitely do the best. Okay, so saying that, I end up today's class, and I'll meet you in the next audiovisual class that we have in the coming week. And children, till then, take good care of yourself, stay healthy, eat healthy, drink lot of water, stay at your home, stay safe. Bye bye children.